It's crazy.
Hey, we welcome you to another episode of Sports
Focus,
Talk
man.
Filtered. Man, we talking sports talk on election night 2024. So we're going to get into a couple of sports, man. Take your minds and all that stress y'all got over the election. Take it out of you, and let's talk about some sports for the next hour. And then by that time, we can jump back in and dig into all the results over the next few hours. All right, man, how's everybody doing?
Good, hanging in there.
Good, good.
Good, man.
Yeah,
Good.
What a joy. What a joy.
it's
Oh,
been
no
real.
joy. I don't know.
It's been real.
All right, let's go. All right, man. We're gonna talk about a little sports. Hey, look, first of all, I saw that Embiid has been suspended for 3 days for shoving that columnist. Do anybody know what
Free
happened with
game.
that?
Yeah, he should have punched him in the face.
What somebody tell me what happened.
So the columnist is a local columnist, try to do clickbait. Um, Embiid hasn't been playing, so he goes in and he starts writing this story that sounds glowing. So he was like, the real Embiid. And he goes in and say, Embiid talks about the legacy. He wants to do more, to honor his brother who died in the accident and his son who he named after his brother because he wants to honor his legacy or whatever. But then he said, but the next line, and there was like a paragraph, and then the next line was, but the first thing you got to do is show up to work in order to honor their legacy, right? So Embiid is super sensitive about, his brother and everything. I mean, who
Right.
wouldn't be?
As he should be.
Um, and so on Friday, Embiid, who ain't even supposed to be doing press conferences, come out there to press row. So of course everybody gathers around him, and he was like, "No, man, this is actually, some bull." Talking about what I did, he was like, "I came back with this. You want to call me out of shape? I came back ahead of schedule after having my knee busted up because somebody jumped on it, not because I'm breaking down. I played with a broken orbital bone. I played year with Bell's palsy. I did this. I'm doing all of this, and I done way too much for this city for somebody to think that I'm trying to not do anything." You know what I'm saying? Because dude was hating on the fact that he said he ain't playing back to backs and all that stuff. So this happened on Friday, and he was like, he wanted to say something to him, and he was going to address it. Well, then the game came on Saturday, and they let the dude keep his credentials. He came in the locker room after the game was over, and B approached him. They started going back and forth. Dude wasn't apologetic initially, and B pushed him. But because Embiid is tall and he got really big hands, his push was around the shoulder and the neck area. So there's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? You're never supposed to put your hands on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's not excusing Embiid. But you know what I'm saying? I the Sixers blew that because Embiid told them pull up on Friday. They could have easily just pulled dude credentials. Now you can't go in the locker room. We ain't trying to start no trouble because Embiid made it clear that anybody who was there that is on site. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of what it was.
What do you think, Howard?
I don't know what to think. He ain't played basketball. He was upset about his brother, and I don't know. The 3 game suspension. I think he lucky it was just 3 games because, like you said, he put his hands on somebody.
Yeah.
You know, he might be next thing come down. Dude might sue him.
Dude is gonna sue him, and dude's career is gonna
Yeah.
be over for suing him. Because here's the thing: I'll put it to you this way: the line that Embiid got mad about, he pulled it off the article. So that ought to tell you something. Dude knew he stepped across the line. He knew it was over the line, so he pulled it, basically like trying to save his rep. The thing is, nobody would have known about it for real if Embiid wouldn't have blown up about it because it was just a local article.
Right.
But because Embiid blew up about it, it became national. But now everybody nationally knows, what kind of trash this dude is. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to stop trying to be the big man with the pen. You know what I'm saying? These grown men out there. You know what I'm saying? You really want to say something to somebody under the protection of a pen that you wouldn't say to them in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I can't get with that. And so the only thing I'm mad about is that he's suspended for 3 games and he didn't knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, or he didn't get to get it off his chest. You know what I'm saying? Cause like what he did, that won't suspension worthy. Like, if you're gonna get suspended, go ahead and get suspended.
Go ahead. What do you think, Elliot?
Look, I'm gonna put it this way. At the end of the day, I mean, they're NBA players, but at the end of the day, they still human. They still men, and you just can't disrespect somebody and expect nothing to come of it. So I blame the organization. They should have found a way to keep him out of the locker room. They already know this was gonna get heated, so they put him. To me, they put Embiid in harm's way. They caused this. They could have prevented what really happened because they already know something was gonna come up.
Let me ask you a question. Isn't Embiid hurt?
Yeah.
Can't he say unhealthy and then serve them 3 games?
That's exactly what they're gonna do. That's exactly what they're gonna do. That's why it's 3 games and not just 1. Huh?
Did he do that? Wouldn't that be
No,
actually a false injury?
he's got to serve the 3 games once he comes back. He can't play a game without serving it.
But what he's saying, he can say he's healthy now.
He could be like, okay, I'm active now. Let me start serving these 3 game suspension, what gives him another almost week of rest after saying he coming back. That's exactly what they're gonna do.
But can they legally do that though? That's a false report.
Wait a minute. Why is he even out? Don't nobody even know what's wrong with him. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's wrong with him?
You got him.
No.
What's wrong with him, Howard?
His knee.
Yo,
His knee, man.
But is it no?
I told y'all before the season started.
That was the preseason.
I told y'all that he can't stay healthy.
The first game.
Nor can your boy stay healthy.
Didn't he play in a lot of games in the Olympics?
Yeah, he played in all but 2.
Well, what was his knee won't hurt then?
He still played hurt, man.
No, the Olympics is different.
Tell me why the Olympics is different.
Okay.
Then your knee don't move it over there?
No.
You ain't gotta use it over there.
So playing on the Olympic team with 11 other stars, you don't have to carry the load. You play in 4 or 5 minute shifts. So you get to come on and come off. You're not doing anything near what you have to do in order for the Sixers to be good because you got to go hard 30, 35 minutes every night. This dude is playing games, playing, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question,
minutes.
Tony. If the Olympics was still going on, could he play?
Probably.
And then he should be able to play for his team. Who paying him?
No. So
how much money does Embiid make?
In the 50s.
Million
per year. Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand being hurt, but if you can go play in the garage a game of 1-on-1, you can't go play in for your team.
Bruh, you can hold on. So we know. All right, no. I take it back. Now watch this. The 4 of us, the 5 of us can go in the gym right now and play 21. But if some dudes come ask us to run, that's a whole different story, bro.
It's not a different story for 51 million.
Yeah.
It's not a different story for 51 million. I'm gonna try.
So what everybody seems to
think it's guaranteed.
What everybody seems to think happened is, he lost all that weight. So he lost about 35 pounds. Well, in order to do that, he's been like ramping up real heavy on his workout, right? People think, but they won't say anything. They think that he hurt himself working out. Like he put pressure on his knee real bad,
all right.
Hurt himself working out.
I'm just saying, if the guy can play for the Olympics, it ain't no excuse for you not playing. Unless you saving yourself for the playoffs or something. All right, we
That's
got through
pretty much what he
Embiid.
doing.
We got through Embiid. I wasn't gonna talk about this, but since Howard got his hat on, if he hadn't worn his hat, I was gonna leave it alone. But since he got his hat on, look, man, this is my
Go ahead,
question.
man.
Look, I'm just saying, this is my question, man. Is there any hope for the Cowboys this season?
Didn't I tell you
Yeah,
last
they
week
just
it
got to
wasn't no
start
hope?
next week.
Will you say
I think it's still
Last week it wasn't no hope. Ain't no hope, man.
any playoffs?
Uh,
Can they make the playoffs?
No, man. They're not making it. They're gonna make the playoffs. They gonna
Madden.
watch
On Madden.
it.
God,
They're
so
not making
what percentage chance did you give them to making the playoffs, Tony?
There's zero. Like, so many things have to happen to so many teams in front of them. It ain't even just about them playing well anymore. Now they have to hope other teams. They're in last place in their own division.
No, Giants are.
Okay.
Let them know,
A
Howard.
game.
Let them know.
Go
I
ahead,
think it got to
Elliot.
start next week. It got to start next week. If they beat the Eagles, they can start on that path. But they're gonna need some help.
What do you mean
Yes.
by help?
So they still got they got the Eagles twice. They got the Eagles twice. They got the Commanders.
They got the
They got the
Steelers
Giants.
too. Don't they play the Steelers? Oh no. They don't play the Steelers.
You don't want to go there.
No, I
You
mean
don't
we
want to go
lost
there,
to
right?
y'all, but that don't mean nothing. That was a giveaway game.
No, it wasn't no
So
giveaway. They
It-
beat y'all.
to
Stop
me,
tripping.
it's a do or die next
Don't try.
week. If they lose next
Don't
How
try
are
to
you?
compare
Didn't,
that
how are
to a
you didn't
giveaway.
even say that with your chest?
You right. You
Yeah.
wrong.
He did not. So
Look,
their
How-
next,
you didn't say
their
that
next,
with your chest.
their next. They got the Eagles, the Texans, the Commanders. Then
That's
they
three
get
losses
Giants.
right
Should be
there.
a win. Giants should be a win.
Yeah,
Then they got the Bengals.
loss.
that
Then they
might
got
even
the
be a loss.
Panthers. The Panthers should be a win.
That's a win.
Then they got the Bucks.
That's a
Bucks
loss.
gonna be playing for something. Then they got the Eagles and the Commanders again. So like,
They
but
got to
in
win
order
out.
for them, they gotta win. They could probably lose 2 more games. End up being 10-7. 10-7 will probably make the playoffs in the NFC this year. However, the teams that they need to hope lose a lot. They need the Eagles or the Commanders both
Yep.
to lose 5
That's
games in order
possible.
to get down to the 7.
That's
Then
possible.
Next subject.
they need the Vikings to lose 5 games to get down there. They need the Packers to lose
Listen, do
4
y'all think
games to get down there.
McCarthy job is over this year?
MacArthur might
Yes.
not make it to the end of the year.
He'll make it to the end of the year.
He might not make it to the end of the year. If it goes south and they start playing for Shador or Hunter, you know what I'm saying? Like whichever one they want to pick. If it get into that, they might just go ahead fire him to get him out there so they can start the coaching search early.
And grab somebody who will be good for one of them too.
Right.
Yeah, but had a chance. All right, Howard, I'm gonna let that go, man. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Look,
What Howard think? I ain't heard what Howard thought.
yeah,
Is
Howard,
it
what,
over?
he said it was garbage. He said that first. He said it was no
Oh,
chance for them, right, Howard?
100%.
wow.
All right.
No chance.
Disappointing,
Hey
Howard.
man, but y'all not talking about the fact that the Saints started 2-0 and went on a 7-game losing streak.
They did.
They did. They
Well, I
did.
guess they
But
worse
that's
than we got
crazy.
then. How about that? We ain't lost 7 in a row.
Yeah. All right, look, man. I was looking at this the other day and I seen somebody ask this. Mahomes now is what's their record?
8-0.
8-0.
God, dog. 8-0. Not play. He played well last week though, but not particularly well all season and still undefeated. My question to the three of you is: if Mahomes three-peat, will he be the GOAT if he three-peat?
I'm looking right at Elliott.
Elliot.
So we don't just disregard everything Tom Brady done done.
I ain't said nothing about Tom right now, right this moment. Is he the if Mahomes three-peat, will he be considered the GOAT?
He'll be one of the greatest of all time. One of.
Now, if he three-peat, would that give him 4 rings?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
and
So
something that Brady has never done. So go ahead.
Elliot, again, I'm asking you the question. If Mahomes three-peat, he's 8-0 right now. He's almost a lock to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, he in the playoffs. He lost.
If he
All I need is one win.
one win, if he three-peats, will you call him the GOAT, the greatest of all time? Not one of the GOATs. In your mind, will he surpass Brady? Because you have Brady as the GOAT right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so will he surpass Brady in your mind?
Untouchable? No, he untouchable. He will. I mean, two. Yeah, I can see him two, but not one. He can't surpass the man.
All right, we'll let you go, Howard. What you think?
Jesus.
Listen, something that's never been done. What is this? What's this? His 6th year? Is this his 6th year?
Maybe
No,
7.
no, I think he's in year 8.
You're 8.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me check
Okay.
and see. Yeah, still got
Okay.
like
That'll
12
be
more to
4.
go.
That's what I'm saying. He's still young. They put the pieces together for them every year for to do what they got to do. They got a good defense. They got a good offense. Bishop, come on, man. It's he will be. Yes, he will.
He will be the great. So how are you on record? He'll be the greatest of all time. He will
Yes.
surpass.
Yes.
Do you have Brady as the GOAT now?
I don't know about the GOAT, but he's one of the good players. One of the best
Who do
players
you
ever
have
played the
as
game.
your GOAT right now?
Roger Staubach. I'm messing
Tony,
with you.
I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on from that statement.
I'll take that. You a Cowboy fan?
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
say
that.
something. The
Oh,
Lord will be happy with my
Tony,
praise.
will he be the GOAT if he three-peats?
So I first like to start this statement by saying everybody needs to kill the V-GOAT conversation. Um, and it's because everybody has a different definition of GOAT. This three-peat won't give him a better career than Tom Brady yet because
Why won't it?
because careers are defined by counting stats, which he hasn't gotten to yet. Like he still has to play a long time to get to the counting stats that Tom Brady has. Tom Brady is like the Cal Ripken of football. He's a compiler. He played for a really long time and played for really good teams. So his stats are going to be there. So he won't have had the career, even though he will have done something that Brady has not done. He still won't have the total counting stats. If you were to ask me who's a better quarterback, it's already decided that Patrick Mahomes is a more talented quarterback than Tom Brady. Everybody talks about, oh, Tom Brady, he didn't have all the big time receivers and he didn't do this. This dude just went to the Super Bowl with some rookies, some washed up people, and a tight end, period. That's what he
Maybe
had.
this is a better question. Who's the better between Andy Reid and Bill Belichick?
Bill still got the counting stats. You know what I'm saying?
Elliot,
Bill Belichick. You bet.
Howard.
Bill, man.
All right, we're gonna move on. Look, man, what is the issue with the Bucks right now?
Doc,
You think it's Doc?
listen, man. Listen. Okay. It's time for us to start calling a spade a spade.
What's the spade?
The team was 33-13
Yes.
or 30. They fired Doc.
No, they fired the other dude.
I mean, they fired the dude and hired Doc. They fired Adrian Griffin and hired Doc.
Right.
Since Doc got there, the same players that were just 30-13 were under 500. If you take Doc's stats his count from the games he coached from the time he got there to right now and add his stats up, that would rank 25th amongst NBA teams. There are only 30 teams. So think about the teams that he would be in consideration with. Detroit, the Wizards, without no Ja, Memphis, San Antonio after trying to lose all those games. Like, these are the Nets. who are just historically terrible. This is the team that has Giannis and Damian Lillard are in the same area of wins as these other teams.
You don't
And
think some of their problems predate Doc though?
the one thing that changed, they might have had problems, but those problems did not prevent them from being 30-13. Now you add Doc to those problems, and that 30-13 goes below 500. 7 games below 500. No,
Howard.
now 8 games.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah.
They never got better during the off season. They never got
Why
better,
would you
man.
had to get better from 30-13 though? Like I don't y'all want to address this like it ain't real. Why do you
I'm
have to
not
get
talking
better
about
from
records,
30-13?
Tony. I'm not talking about records. I'm talking about players. They never got better with players.
I think they're
How
better
many
this
people
year.
can you? How they?
I
Huh?
No, I think the players that they got are better than the players that they lost. So they're actually better with players. They got Gary Trent that everybody wanted. They got Torian Prince, who's a 3-and-D wing. They got DeLon Wright as the backup point guard. They're actually playing good. And the other night they had a game where Dame scores 37, 30, he hits 10 threes. Giannis scores Giannis shoots 75% from the field and scores 30 points, and they still lose to Cleveland. Like
Why? But
it's
you say they got better.
hold on. Because if you watch their offense is now Dame go do it, Giannis go do it. You know what that is, Howard? That is coaching. They didn't like Adrian Griffin because Adrian
You're-
Griffin held
you're-
them accountable. And they got rid of him because he was holding them accountable. Of course, Adrian Griffin was, when you hear reports, he was a jerk. Coaches didn't like him neither. So, I mean, I get that part. But what I'm saying is the guy that they didn't like coached them to 30-13. Now the champion coach that they bring in coaches them 8 games under 500. Bruh, you can't tell me it's nothing but Doc.
Elliot.
I'm gonna say it's a combination of both.
Both what?
Players and Doc. Honestly, Doc. I think Doc just got a rep right now that he just can't get the job done. Now we still got the same core players. We got Giannis and Dame, but I mean they missing Middleton. Not saying that he's gonna, change it, but they got no help.
No, he'll
They
make
got
a
no help.
difference. But that's
They got no
that's
help.
what I'm trying to say. That's
So
what I was trying to
Giannis
say.
at 31
Tony say
points
they
a
got
game.
better, but I don't
Dame
think
at
they got better.
27. Lopez at
No,
10,
no.
12.
I was saying their players that came in are better than
Younger
some of
players.
the players that went out. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is this same team with these players was 30-13. Bro, we
Yeah,
not gonna
I
act like
agree.
that ain't exist.
Right.
But Tony, they can't stop. They can't stop me and you right now, bro.
Hold on, bruh. Hold on. Wait.
They can't
That's
They
stop
true.
me
were
and you right now, bro.
wait. They were 30-13.
Right. So they was able to do last year,
So
but they
they
can't
might
do it this year.
they
Same.
might not have stopped nobody, but they outscored them all.
Right.
Now
But
they
they getting
can't stop
outscored now.
nobody and they can't score. What has that changed? If it ain't the players, it's Doc.
I think if they had Giannis last night, they'd have won the game. I think if they had Giannis, they would have won. You know, they blew a game. They blew a few games, man. Real talk. They blew a few games.
Howard.
But it's
But
still early though. It's still
They
early.
have one more win than the 5 of us.
I know. Uh,
Hey man, y'all think he gonna make it through the season?
He has to.
I don't know, man.
I think they'll.
They
I
got to
think
pay him.
Yeah, no, I mean, man, they can't waste Giannis though.
Giannis ain't going nowhere, man.
I don't know, it's crazy.
But
All right, look,
low key, this is Giannis' fault.
yeah, this
There
Giannis'
you
fault.
go.
He made this
There
And,
you
move.
go.
the reason why I say it's his fault, the organization has failed. Okay, because the year they fired Bud, and the only reason why they lost is because Giannis was hurt, and they lost in
Hmm
7 games.
Yeah, that was a bad. He should have
Really,
never been fired.
yo, I
He's
mean,
a
and
good
so
coach.
and so they,
The
but they
biggest
went off of
mistake
what
was letting
Giannis
Drew
wanted.
Holiday go, man.
That was a mistake. Again, you go and make a trade. He's a championship piece. And so it just goes to show right now, I believe if they traded Drew Holiday to the Lakers would win the title. Because history shows that when you trade for Drew Holiday, a title comes shortly afterwards. The Bucks got one.
It's a good
The
one. That's a
Celtics
good one.
got one in year 1. So, I mean, shoot, he can go to San Antonio and win a title next year. I believe it.
Will do.
We're not
All right,
crazy.
let's get into
We're
some of
not
these.
crazy.
Let's get into some of these segments real quick, man, so we can get back to this coverage, working on this election night. But we're gonna get into Howard Heroes first, and we're gonna go to it.
He won't ever. He's not my hero no more. Look, man, did y'all see the game Saturday? South Carolina destroyed Texas A&M. Literally destroyed them. They're a good football team, but you got to take your hats off to South Carolina for doing what they've been playing football. They've been blown out once this year, but I got to give it to them, man. I think they messed Texas A&M hopes up again in the college playoff. And of course, I got to talk about my boy Jason Tatum doing what he's doing. They should have played him in the Olympics. Tony don't think they should, but they should have played him in the Olympics. That's why he's taking it out on the NBA right now. Y'all get ready for him because he's doing what he's doing. Why you had to show that, Bishop? Bishop, you done messed me up. Yo, man, Pat Mahomes becoming the best player that's ever played this position. He's becoming the best player that ever played this position. Led them jokers down the field. Sprained his ankle was serious before that. Led him to a touchdown and led him to the game-winning touchdown last night. Pat Mahomes has Tom Brady's number. Matter of fact, he got his own number. Number 15 is one of the best to ever do it. He's becoming the best to ever do it. Come on, man. Pat
All
Mahomes.
right. What do y'all think about
Just so I can make it, baby.
what Howard just said? South Carolina, Jason Tatum, Pat Mahomes. Anything you disagree with, Elliot?
On point.
On point.
That,
What you think,
that
Tone?
was the wrong player to show Jason Tatum. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I know.
man.
I thought I'd get Howard on that. I did that on purpose.
He just messed me up, too.
Yeah, man, I did it on purpose. All right, let's move on. We're gonna go to Elliot. Surprises of the week. Here we go.
All right, where we starting? Hey, man, we starting with them Ravens. Hey,
Job of the ascension
Tony,
of Bo Nix.
them Broncos playing good, but man, the Ravens crushed the Orange Crush. Lamar Jackson, man, set a record for his 4th perfect passing percentage, passing Big Ben. All right, hey, the Eagles are quietly trying to make their way back. I think there's 4 straight games. Saquon Barkley showed off 199 yards. Jalen had 3 touchdowns, and they barely pulled his off at the end for a 28-23 win at home. And this was probably one of the, to me, games to watch. Detroit, Green Bay, Detroit showed out. Come rain or shine, the Lions coming up roses right now. 71 to me right now. This looks like our playoff. Well,
All
super.
right, so this was a very weird clip which blew up during last night's Jets.
All right.
Patriots.
That was from last.
Why you had to show that?
Get it in there for last week. All right, then. You got anything to say about that, Howard? Ravens, Eagles, Lions.
Yeah, man, you should. Man, how you gonna show some highlights, Bishop, and not show that play to where that Joker jumped up backwards?
Yeah, I know it.
How you not
Yeah,
show that, man?
that was amazing.
That would probably
Too
been a player of the
impressive,
week
man.
right there.
Too impressive, man.
Yeah, that
That dude,
was
the Eagles
impressive.
better be glad they got that guy, man.
Yep,
They
that
better be
was
glad they
impressive.
got that guy, because if they didn't have him, they would be looking at the bottom of the barrel.
They would.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
tell you
agree.
this.
Trust me when I say what I say.
Yep.
What,
All right, let's get to
what-
Tony's top 5. Here we go.
Oh, hold on, wait. Was just the Eagles? They have the best running back quarterback combination. They might have the worst dependable coach in the league.
Hold on. You think
Oh, yeah, he about to get
you
fired.
think they're better than Ravens Henry? Lamar Henry?
No.
What I'm saying is it's a toss up.
Oh, okay, you said
'cause-
best.
I ain't saying
Okay.
no toss up.
Yeah.
I ain't saying no
No.
toss
Hey,
up.
Ain't no
hey,
toss
bro.
up, me
Hey,
either.
listen. Let's
I ain't saying no
Lamar
toss up.
Henry any day.
let's not.
No.
Let's
Say
not
that
keep
again,
getting-
Elliot.
I'm taking Lamar Henry any day right now.
No. I get it, and I'm not saying you'd be wrong
They
for taking
both
them. But what I'm
MVP
saying
candidates
is,
right now.
let's not act like Saquon is not one of the, if not the most gifted running back in the league,
Absolutely.
only to be rivaled by McCaffrey
Uh,
and or Bijan Robinson.
Howard.
Only.
Yes, sir.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Tony. But Henry, them two, Jackson and Henry, is the best quarterback running back duo in the NFL. Period. Period.
No, it ain't even close.
It's not even close.
It's
Period.
not right now.
Nah, it was close a couple weeks ago before Pacheco got hurt.
There you go. And that wouldn't even been close. Because Mahomes ain't playing his best
Nah,
ball
man,
this year.
it ain't. But let's not sleep on Jalen Hurts, man, and
Nah.
Saquon Barkley
I don't
might
trust
be,
Hurts.
like
I
I
don't,
said,
I don't trust her.
and
I don't trust her.
you have to take Saquon Barkley is a 3-down back, where Henry is a 2-down back. So that has to count for something. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you wrong on who's better, but to say it ain't close, I think is a bit hyperbolic.
It ain't close, Tom. It ain't close.
To each his own.
What you think, Bishop?
I don't
You
know
think
what
it's close?
hyperbolic mean, but if it mean not close, I agree with him. I don't know what that mean. I don't know what that mean, but if it mean that they ain't close, I agree with him 100% because they not close
Oh God.
at all.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
Toe, let's get to your top 5. I gotta get out of here.
Okay. All right. So again, it doesn't look much different than last week. I had to put the Vikings in here because to me, the Vikings still has the best combinations of wins of the teams with the 2 losses. And I have a 3-loss Ravens team in here because I feel like their losses were boneheads. But if you look at them on the field, it's obvious that they're a top 5, if not a top 2 team. Then I got the Bills. They don't really have an impressive win, but they at least look good beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. To me, the toughest position was not taking the Chiefs out of one and putting the Lions there, because to me, the team that's playing the best football altogether is the Lions. They're the most consistent. However, what I saw last night in that drive with Patrick Mahomes, at the end of the game or in overtime, if I need a win, if I need a drive, he is the guy to do it. And so if the defense can keep the game close, if it's close at the end, I always believe the Chiefs are gonna win because that guy, he is that guy. So
All right, any objections to any of that?
No, I like.
I would have put the Commanders in there, man.
now, so the reason why, and I thought
I would
about the
put them in
Commanders,
there.
and I also thought
Take
about
the
the
Packers
Steelers.
out, put the Commanders in.
Actually, how when I was rating them out, the Commanders would have ended up 8th. The Steelers ended up number 6, and the Texans would have been number 7. Just because the Commanders don't have a signature win yet. Like they've had
And not only do they
had to
not have
play.
a signature win, they are Hail Mary from not being in anybody's list.
Right,
But we can't say that they won.
yeah,
They
because
won the
they
game.
were but they were beating the brakes off of them, man.
But if
Yeah,
they
they
had
should have scored more
if
touchdowns.
they had lost that game, would you have them in the list?
right, we wouldn't have them in the
We
list.
wouldn't
had
have
they
them in the
lost
list.
the game. Yeah,
But they won. But we can't
So-
say that though. How they did win, and it was great the way they won.
Well, y'all will find out Sunday. Y'all will find out Sunday.
We will find out Sunday. We will find out Sunday.
Yeah.
And if he run like he run on us, Watt gonna break him in half.
If he can catch it,
Watt can catch him.
Uh-oh.
I ain't seen nobody do
Oh,
it, bro.
Nah,
I ain't seen nobody do it yet.
nobody's
Listen.
catching him.
I don't mean, of course he ain't gonna race him. It ain't gonna be he ain't gonna
You
run
think
straight up.
outside
It ain't gonna be a straight up and down race. They ain't racing.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna catch him
man.
on one of them coming around in the lane.
No,
That's how we'll see.
I'm worried more about him running in the cam, trying to go up that middle. How that 350 hit him. They ain't no joke.
Where
Hey
y'all play
man,
at?
hey
Where's the game at?
Russell is
Where-
having a comeback year this
Where-
year.
Where's the game at?
I think they play the Steelers. Don't they play?
Yeah, I think it's.
I think
yeah,
it's
it's
up there.
They playing Pittsburgh?
Hey,
Still.
but they got Lattimore. They picked him up in the trade. So, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna help their secondary. Now you pressing. Do you really trust Russ to? I mean, because you went and got Williams, but
I trust Russ now.
Williams
Uh-oh.
is going to be a little difficult to
One
implement
last
into the
thing,
offense.
one last thing before we get out of here. Hey man, the Lakers have lost 3 out of the last 4. What's the problem? Hey, and it ain't AD.
It ain't AD.
It ain't AD. And look,
Um,
JJ Redick was getting a lot of praise there them first couple. I mean, what's going on, fellas? Is it just a stretch or
Mm-mm.
Christmas
It's
over.
team. Nah, it's
New
team
toy.
construction. There are going to be a lot of teams that they can beat just because of how good AD is still, and then how good LeBron can be, on given nights. As long as they keep, when you watch the teams, these games that they lost, they cannot guard any guards. D'Lo and I'm not gonna call him. I was geared to call him Austin Reeves. I can't call him Lemon Daddy. That's what they be calling him on
They can't guard nobody.
what they call him?
Lemon Daddy. I don't know
What?
why.
Somebody explain. I don't know the joke.
I don't either, but
know.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
All right.
refuse to call that dude Lemon Daddy.
Oh, okay.
But they can't guard the other team's guards. And so Gabe Vincent is an absolute no-show. So the Lakers to me still get an incomplete because
Wasted
with
money.
Jared Vanderbilt being in there, he takes the
Won't
lead
Bronny?
guard
Won't they use Bronny to guard the guard?
because Bronny is not an offensive player yet. So even if he does pretty decent guarding, he's going to be a hole on the offense. He ain't ready, man. No 55th pick is going to be ready to play. Why y'all keep hating on this dude, man?
I wasn't even playing. I thought he was a stopper.
Yeah, you were. Whatever.
No, I
man.
thought he was a ball stopper. No, I'm serious.
No.
They don't need him to score, do they?
Yeah. They
Oh.
need everybody on the court to be able to score.
You need something from
You
him on the
can't play
court.
4-on-5.
You
can't
saying
play
he's not
4-on-5.
able to score?
First of all, his heart ain't there yet for scoring.
You
He
mean attitude?
Yeah, like he don't have he's still nervous about shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like you can still tell, like it's some guy like Dalton Connect, he gonna jack him. He don't care, but he's 23. You know what I'm saying? Bronny is a 19-year-old kid. Got all the pressure in the world on him. He's so afraid of making a mistake. Whereas in Dalton Connect, be like, I don't care.
How long
I'll
can this go on like this?
It's not going to go on long like this. It's probably going to go on at least for the rest of the year, but it's not going to continue because the more confidence he
Right.
gets from playing, that's when he'll start to become a basketball player. But he's a second round pick. You look at the guys, Traore and all those guys. They're older. They dominated in college, but they're not on the team because at the end of the day, it takes a while. Second round picks don't get on the team like that.
They
You know what I'm
don't. Well,
saying?
how did he
So
get on the team?
because he's better than them,
LeBron James.
and he's LeBron James. Well, here's the thing: the 15th man
How?
doesn't
I'm
play.
just saying it don't seem like he's making the argument. I'm not even. That wasn't even my argument I was making. But it sounds like to me you turning it into he shouldn't be on the
Yeah,
team.
he shouldn't be in the lineup.
Oh, okay. Well, why is he playing then? Sometime.
Wait a minute. He scored the same number of points as the number 2 pick who started.
I asked you a question.
So
You said he shouldn't be in the lineup. That's what you just said. I didn't
right,
say that. So why is he in the lineup?
because he played 2 games.
But he shouldn't have played them two. Am I right?
They played 1 game
Oh,
to
Mongang,
get
he
over
got in
with,
for 7 seconds, didn't he?
7 seconds.
so that they could. So no, that would be 3.
Oh, you
So
count the 7-second game out? You shouldn't count that one.
no, I didn't count it.
Oh,
That's why
okay,
I said he
gotcha.
played 3 games. He played for 7 possessions in the first game just to get the father-son thing over with in a
Mhm.
win.
So really,
He
he shouldn't be on the bus. He should be in the G League. When did the
no,
G League start?
the G League is starting now, but
And
they
he
started
ain't.
trading.
Why he ain't down there?
No,
I think he's gonna
because
send him. I think they're gonna send him.
No, I heard they won't gonna send him.
no. They're
What?
not going to send him.
I heard he
He's
gonna play
not,
on the team the whole year.
he's not going to be dressing on all. When those other guys come back, he's not going to dress, but he's going to
So
stay
won't they
with the
let him
big
go
club.
play and dribble the ball
No,
in the G League?
yeah, it ain't because if you're not getting the same development, nobody sends their guys to the G League that their plans are to develop
How can you
them.
develop not playing?
Because you practice with them every day.
Practice is not playing.
Not shoot around. They actually run practices. You get developed.
You can't get developed if you ain't playing in front of them 30,000 people. That's a difference. Bronny. We want Bronny. And then he be shooting them bricks because that pressure. I bet you be knocking them janks down in practice.
Yeah.
Probably.
So, I didn't mean to go on this, Tony. It's just that you was making the argument as you was talking, so I was trying to figure out why he playing.
But the reality is the Lakers don't have a great roster to begin with.
Yeah, but everybody
And
was
then
hype on them first
no,
3-4
no.
games.
And then you
They were
because
looking good.
they played very well. You got the best out of
Yeah,
Austin
they did.
Reeves. You got the best out of Dalton Connect. You got a Rui Hachimura that we've never seen before. And over the last 3 games, those players aren't playing to the same level. LeBron has
They need
had
a
one
point guard,
bad
man.
game out of all. Well,
They
they
need a
need a
point
point guard
guard.
who can play defense. How you know what they needed?
Yeah.
Like Chris Dunn, who went to the Clippers, he would have almost been like the perfect point guard type for them that can guard the ball and can make an open shot.
Well,
You know
what
what
you
I'm
gonna
saying?
do with
Like,
AR if he ain't gonna play point?
so they're gonna have him play point, but if they have him play point, then their 2 guard that they bring in has to be a guy who can guard the point on the
They
other
gonna
end.
trade
Well, now
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo Russell, but
yeah.
now they can't because everybody knows that they got to trade him, and people trying to give him pennies on the dollar.
I mean, they gonna take the pennies on the dollar though. They gonna get rid of him.
So
Yeah.
you think they're gonna keep
So
Lemon Daddy?
word on the street is they're trying to put together something to go to Utah to get Kessler and Sexton. So that means they'll have to give up D'Lo. They'll have to give up both their first round picks with also an additional pick swap to get those 2 players.
But they're not gonna give up Connect, and they're not giving up AR.
Mm-mm.
They say Connect was a steal in the draft.
He wasn't still in the draft. If you look at every other player in the draft right now, there's like 3, maybe 4 players that are playing even close to as well as Connect. You got Edie is playing really well. Look, number 1 pick ain't even playing. Number 2 pick starts and go sits on the bench.
The number 1 pick, is he hurt?
No.
He's just not
comes off the
playing?
bench. He comes off the bench for Atlanta, and he gets like 12 to 15 minutes a game.
Oh, that's Atlanta's fault.
And so you have Connect who's playing now. The rookie who's playing the absolute best is Dunn from UVA for Phoenix. That boy is guarding everybody. He got in LeBron face and like do something. Got the other night, shut Paul George down. He shut Paul George down 4 for 14. I know it was his first game back, but that's a rookie, bro. That's a rookie that's holding you like this. Like that boy's playing ball. So
Tough with it.
yeah, none of the rookies are playing, but it's early. They ain't supposed to be playing well yet. It's early.
Yeah, it's early. It's early. We'll see what happens. All right, fellas, we're going to get some coverage going in.
I'm not.
That's a long time. Hey man,
Yeah, go
what
ahead.
you bowled the other night, man? What you bowled the other night?
Hey, you know what I was thinking about? It was horrible, man. I was horrible. I ain't bowled, Tone, since we bowled. You know what I'm saying? It's been that long. It's been over 20-something years. But I bowled a 130-something like that. It was horrible.
You look good doing it though.
I didn't feel bad because my memory was great because out of us, Elliot, I was the best bowler. Matter of fact, I'm trying to think. I don't know a sport that I wasn't better than them in.
Oh,
Look. Hey, now that I think about it, Elliot, now that I think about it, I don't know. Maybe I want to say basketball, but I beat both of them in 1-on-1. So I really can't even say that. But at table tennis, we know I was like a semi-pro player in table tennis. And bowling, I know I was better than them in bowling.
Wait. No. Table tennis, you started off that dude.
Okay, after a while, Tony, I had to let y'all win. It wasn't fun no more.
Oh, I had to let him win a little bit.
Yeah, I had to. It was horrible. But go ahead. What was your other sport? Name the other ones. Name the other ones. Name the other ones.
Okay.
Don't say bowling. Bowling. You wasn't the man in bowling.
Out of what trio? I might not been a man to professional bowlers, but I was a man out of the trio of us talking. Elliot, I was a man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Toe. What you got to say?
What's your
Listen,
high game?
I'm the only one out of the three of us in league play that's got a keychain for my highest game was like a 268.
Excuse me. Sorry. No. So watch this. I can go
268. Listen, I left the open frame, the first frame, and striked every other frame.
Wait.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
In the league, I can go downstairs and get my bag right now. I have 3 pins up there because I got a league 225 game. I got a league 250 game, and then it wasn't 268. I didn't know you had that high.
I mean, that's all. The only thing I heard, you had 3 good games.
No.
That's all I heard. That's all I heard out of that soliloquy is that you had 3 good games. That's what I heard.
I had a 180 average.
Yeah, that ain't bad. 180, Tony, is respectable. That is nothing to hang your head about. 180 is respectable.
That's good stuff.
100.
Hey, look, I ain't trying to start that, man. Look, I'm trying to go, man. I'm just saying, out of everything, maybe I think Tony beat me like 3 times in tiddlywinks, but I think that was about it. And I might give them basketball. I might give both of them basketball. I might give them that. But I'll ask me about bowling.
We ain't talking about no video games. We ain't talking about video games.
Man, look, we had 7 TVs one time set up in that chain. You remember that?
and I was smacking.
We had to go, Tony. You remember we had 7 chains. You remember we had 7 Xboxes.
And the only person who did it, I couldn't get Brent.
Hey, look, man, couldn't nobody go home. We all about to go home 3 o'clock in the morning. They playing, man. 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, man, let me get out of here, man. But hey, that is crazy, man. All right, fellas, I'm out. I go. Hey.